This is Gustavo Novella coming to you from the same hotel that Teodoro Obiang Nguema Basogo and his corrupt regime stayed, and kleptocratic regime, and anti-American regime stayed at during the African Summit. On this day, November 15th, 2025, at approximately 9:15 p.m., I pledged loyalty and fidelity to the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, and more importantly, and equally as important, to the United States of America, for which its son from Salem, Oregon, is going back home. Dear President Trump, during these complicated times, I want to commend you with your vision, clear-eyed, and perhaps through a third eye, in eradicating the world from these tyrannical despots. You have my word that the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, the Gulf of Guinea, the entire western coast of Africa, under the guidance of AFRICOM, and more importantly, through strength and direction of Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. Upon our arrival to the shores of Malabo, rest assured that unlike the past Truth and Reconciliation Commissions, that is a bygone era. We usher in and welcome in the AI-generated and techno-supported aspect that shall bring about a transition to democracy, but more importantly, will be a standard bearer for a new and improved partnership with the Republic of Equatorial Guinea. I demand that all African leaders, from South Africa to Kenya to Rwanda to Cameroon to Gabon, with whom I have great affection, and particularly with my friend Malik Lenzindodo, I want the island of Corisco to come together. Natoke ni Kalakalope con todos los. Natoke ni Kalaka con Benawaje Pinambolo. Asewe. La día de liberación es muy cerca. Yo prometí, en el honor del nombre de Gustavo Mbella, el padre de Gustavito y el hijo de Victoria Akerogali, Wonker, and Bella. You shall never be disappointed, and I want to thank all of my friends, and I embrace my enemies for all that we're getting ready to embark upon. May God continue to bless the United States of America, the greatest country in the history of humankind. We want to bless the entire continent of Africa, and we demand, with immediate urgency, the resignation of Teodoro Obiang Nguema Basogo with full effect. You are a traitor. You have sold your soul through the Illuminati and the voodoo garbage that comes from Mongomo. Those days of witchcraft, sorcery, and all those things that you guys think are so important are over. We ask the petroleum companies, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, to step up and demand that this country step down. You have an enemy in Teodoro Obiang, who's now sat down yesterday, 2 days ago, with the Russia TV. They do not care, President Trump. I promise you, I know these cannibals inside and out. They make fun of you. And Teodorino, can you believe when he came to the States, he was trying to cut side deals, going out to Jay Leno and doing all the other nonsensical garbage. I pledge to you, and I am on my knees, that the people of Equatorial Guinea will forever embrace Donald Trump. The African continent will embrace Donald Trump, and South Africa Nigeria, the entire African continent must reassess and rebalance its priorities. No more are you going to plunder the country's natural resources. No longer are you going to intimidate. You've never intimidated me, not one damn minute. But I want to warn you that should you still be on the continent and we reject any country that will accept your asylum, President Trump, please demand that no country accept as asylees the people of Equatorial Guinea, former despot Teodoro Obiang Basogo, who betrayed his uncle Macias Nguema, but who I can assure you today that Macias is waiting at the gates of hell for his two ill-gotten souls. May we rest in peace and revive with a rebirth of a new and improved Equatorial Guinea, whose partnership is unbreakable under the guidance of Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who knows that Equatorial Guinea is like a version of Cuba, Central Intelligence Director John Ratcliffe, ODNI Director Tulsi Gabbard. We demand that the Senate Intelligence Committee commence investigations into those entities money laundering and harming the vital national security interests of the United States of America, and have done so recklessly. You will never have that issue with Gustavo Vela, who, raised in Salem, Oregon, 3 older brothers and younger sister, at 3113 Hamel Street in Salem, Oregon, stands before you today in Washington, D.C. on November 15th, a man getting ready to go back home. I'm going back home with a skill set that I acquired here in the United States. I want to thank the people at Stanford University. I want to thank my friend, Mr. Cory Booker, Jeff Merkley, Diane Watt, the former Diane Feinstein, Diane Watson. Equatorial Guinea will be involved in the Los Angeles Olympics, and I look forward to sending you soon. May the Republic of Equatorial Guinea continue to prosper. May the Republic of Equatorial Guinea continue to be the beacon and haven for the entire African continent. Mareni, and we will see you soon on the shores of Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, toasting in memory of my friend Ambassador Joe Wilson and saluting the likes of Ambassador Herman Cohen. Adios.